box here and explanation of how to prep your surface and stuff that you need to do it with. So this is our typical 25 square foot kit. It comes in a little box like this, and when you open it up, this is what you'll get. Quart of part A and a little pint of part B. So open them up, pour into here. Okay, here's a drill. We use a drill, slow speed. You don't have to be going too fast. You just want it, you know, just to mix it up. You don't want to, you go too fast, you're going to introduce too much air into the material. So once you mix it up, you're gonna add your metallics, which they come in containers like this right here. Okay, so for a 25 square foot kit, this is a 25 square foot kit, you need 1 ounce. This is a 4 ounce container. You need 1 ounce. So you get a measuring cup and 1 ounce into there and mix it. Now, if you were going to order a 25 square foot kit and you're going to use 2 or 3 different colors, what you do is you dump your epoxy in here, mix it, and separate it. Just a little bit into here, a little bit into here. You can do it 3 equal parts, or you can do 50% in here and 25%, 25%, however you want to do it. And so you would add a little less color to those. So that's just a basic thing there. So let's just talk a little bit about before you get started. Before you get started, latex gloves, safety glasses, okay, protect your skin, protect your eyes. Okay, so if I'm doing a countertop, I'm going to have one of these, a palm sander, and I'm going to sand it with 80 grit sandpaper. If it's a Formica countertop, you want to knock the shine off of the Formica. You want a little scratch in there, okay? After you do that, you could vac it up, or as well take with your gloves, put a little acetone on a rag and wipe it down clean. Okay. So some other things that you need. Here's a little flat squeegee, okay, to move your epoxy around. You can put a slick coat down. You can pour your first base coat color down and move it around with your squeegee and get it flat. And then you can start pouring other colors on there as well. Now, we've already went over in a previous video of how to prime the surface, so you can refer to the other video. It's very basic and simple. So this is a nice cheap mixing blade, okay, or you could bump up to a medium size epoxy blade like this, or if you're ordering bigger kits, you want to get something bigger that you can mix into 5-gallon buckets with. Okay, if you're gonna do a big floor, you're gonna use a squeegee similar to this, either for our garage floor products or the metallic epoxy. Okay, you're gonna push it around the floor with that. Okay, now for a countertop, what we like to do once we get our epoxy moved around and flattened out, sometimes we'll take our hair dryer and we'll blow the color around, so they're all mingled together or separated. Okay. Now, a lot of times, if you're mixing it too aggressively, you're going to get some air bubbles. So that's why we have a torch. Okay, you can torch the bubbles out. Okay, that's a very helpful hint there. Okay, now you can back roll it too. There's so many ways to do it. This is an oil-based roller. You don't want to really use a latex roller because it is a 100% epoxy, so it just lays down better with a a oil-based roller. This is our 25 square foot kit of metallic epoxy binder. It's clear. Okay, this is the box you're going to get it in. Okay. Okay, it's a quart and a little pint. Okay. feel like Mr. Rogers.
Ah.
Okay. So we are going to use 3 colors. So we're going to mix all our material together at one time. And then we're going to separate into 3 containers. Okay, you can make sure you get most of it out. It's thick, and so it takes a second or two, you know, to get everything out. Sometimes you need that, so don't waste it. Again, so we're going to mix it. We're not going to mix it fast. We're going to mix it slow. Okay. Sounds like it's fast, but it's not. And I'm not picking it up out of the epoxy, leaving it down in there. That's how you introduce more air into it. You're picking it up, putting it back in. You want to mix it good. You want to mix it for a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Okay. We're going to fast forward through this. That's 24 ounces. So we are going to do 3 colors. Okay. Now, first predominant color is going to be dolphin. The point is to get the metallics completely saturated. You don't want dry metallics, because they will show up like little crystals on top of your countertop or your floor. So we're going to introduce some of this sparkle to our dolphin color. Now, again, this 4 ounces is for 1 full gallon. So I only have 25 square foot kit here. I need 1 ounce. Wow. Oh, wow. So you could add that sparkle to every color if you want. We're only going to add it to our dolphin color. So now you could mix this, you could have 3 separate mixing blades if you wanted to. Okay, you could change them. Now this is pearl. Just a little bit. That's all you need. It's already mixed epoxy. We just add a little bit of pearl to it. And you can look at that. And if you think you want a little more, you could add a little more. Again, you want to get the metallics completely saturated. And we'll leave that sit. This is Manatee. If you were doing a bigger kit, you were doing a gallon of this color, a gallon of that color, and a gallon of another color, what you would do is you would take your part A, put it into a bucket, and mix your color right in just with part A first before you added part B. With part B is a hardener, so you get your metallics already mixed in. Okay, but on these small kits, this is what you got to do. You know, you got to mix your epoxy, separate it into separate containers. So if you're doing 2 or 3 colors, you know, you can just do one color. That's fine. You know, it's all in the decor of your kitchen or your bathroom or your bar or whatever, your basement, whatever you're looking to do. You know. But most of the time when you're doing a big floor, you're doing 2 colors, 3 colors, you know, and you have your buckets set up and you're mixing all your metallics into part A. So it's an organized process. You're not jumping around. You know, you got plenty of time. When you're doing it that way, you got all kind of time to get your colors right. Alright, so this is our dolphin color with some sparkle in it. And I'm just going to lay it down. We're going to do this really nice and thick. Okay. Now, this is where you can decide, or you could decide beforehand, how you want to do it. Now, this can be considered a slick coat. You can move this around and cover everything, okay? Or you can take another color and you can pour it on top like this, okay? And we always save a little bit for the end, in case we want to do. See? So there, you can decide again, hey, do I want to move this around now, like this, or do I want to just create something like this right here? There's no right or wrong, okay? It's really not. Now, you want to just pull it long. You can gently push down, get it right to the edge. If you're doing a countertop, you want to let it roll right over the edge. Okay, you always want to make sure you have enough epoxy. Don't cut yourself short. The thicker you go, the better it's going to flatten out and level. Okay. Now, if that's good enough, you don't have to do anything else. You can just let it go. It'll flatten itself out. Okay? You can call that done. Or now you can just go back in that are left over. Create little ribbons. Okay. So that's one way of moving color. Another way is by back rolling. You can move color. But we're finding out that air is the best way. If you're doing a floor, you can use a leaf blower, you know, move the color around. Or you could put your color down, move it around with a squeegee, leave it go. You can back roll it after you squeegee it if you want. You want to make sure you have all your surface covered, obviously. You want to leave no holes. In 20 minutes, this is going to change again. This is going to look a little bit different. It's going to flatten out more, and it's going to look a little different. So we'll show you that too.